Welcome to Support Your Local Boobs. I'm Michelle LaRose. Support Your Local Boobs is a group of concerned citizens that is trying to help our friends, neighbors, and family right here in the Tampa Bay area cope with the devastating disease of cancer. Today we're going to speak with Chris Buheit about her cancer. Hi, Chris. Thank you so much for taking time to speak with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, my first question would be, what type of cancer do you have?
I have ovarian cancer, which is secretly hidden in women, so I'm encouraging everybody, they don't find out until later in the diagnosis, a stage 3 or 4, to get a blood test, simple blood test when you get your pap smear, so you can get it in its earliest stages.
Now, did you have symptoms? Were there symptoms for this?
Well, I did have symptoms. Looking back, I went through a lot of testing for like 6 months before the actual diagnosis of it. I wasn't able to eat. Everything was kind of just weight loss, not being able to hold food down, and things like that.
Is this type of cancer genetic? Does it run in the family?
It doesn't run in the family, but it does run if you have grandparents that had breast cancer. You can be susceptible to ovarian cancer. So like I said, it's good to get the blood test. It's good to get your check. Pap smears don't show it. Like I said, it's secret and it's hidden until you're in a stage 4 usually. So it's important to follow up with your doctor and listen to your body. It took me 6 months of fighting, saying there's something wrong with what's going on. Like I said, I wasn't able to eat, going to the bathroom, and weight loss, and I was on Ensure for 6 months without being able to eat food.
What kind of treatments are you receiving for the cancer?
Right now I am getting chemotherapy every 3 weeks, and it's pretty powerful. So get with your doctor, again, whoever you choose as far as an oncologist. I'm with Moffitt, and every symptom after chemotherapy is important. And mostly, you know your body better than any doctor. Don't forget they're practicing medicine. So if you know something's going on and you're feeling like I'm in pain, I'm suffering, call the doctor. Even though chemo has a lot of side effects, you still can have things like I had an abscess that needed to be drained and had colonitis and infections and things like that.
What is the prognosis for you?
What is anybody's prognosis?
Good question.
I think it's attitude. I think you don't have to give in to what everybody says. I'm a stage 4. I don't know how long I have. I'm here for as long as I'm supposed to be here. And, a lot can happen to somebody just walking down the street. So you really don't know. It's just having a good attitude and thinking positive and not letting cancer be who you are now. I say many times with my kids, hold on, I'm not cancer. Let's stop talking about this and talk about something else. There's more to me.
Now, speaking of your family, what was their reaction when they first found out that you had cancer?
Like I said, it took 6 months before I was diagnosed. They knew something was wrong, but when I was having surgery and they got the prognosis of what actually took place. And with my cancer, they did a colon resection, which means they took the colon out and put it back together, because I had cancer on the colon in the omentum, which holds your organs. That was completely removed. So having all of that done, they are in the waiting room finding out, oh my God, what she's been through for the last 6 months. This is horrible. Shocked, My daughter had a really very hard time, but through the months she's getting with it, and it's thinking positive and not, giving in to what the practicing doctor's saying. Doctors are great, but they still are human, and they don't have the answer to everything.
Well, and you just touched on something, everything you've been through a lot. How do you cope with a disease like this?
Day by day. And you try not to focus on the disease. You try and focus on the gifts that are given each day. Whether you're in your yard and you see a butterfly. I learned this a couple weeks ago. I was kind of getting stir crazy because I'm like on house arrest, for 6 months. And I was complaining, to God and saying, I'm tired of being in the house, and boop, one night in the hospital, I'm like, I have nothing more to say. I'm thankful I can walk my dog down the street, whereas months ago I could not do that. I was down to 100 pounds, so I was very, very thin and frail and couldn't go to the bathroom. So it's day by day and exalting the good things of the day. Because my dad used to say, 1 crap takes away 100 that-a-boys. And it's like, don't give in to the crap, give in to the 100 that-a-boys.
Have you had to alter your lifestyle in any way?
Well, you have to alter, you're tired. You have to listen to what, today I need to take 3 naps and rest. And I lived basically a healthy lifestyle. I juiced, I exercised, I had worked with a personal trainer and things like that, trying to hopefully not get anything wrong. So it's basically genetic, what happened from my grandparents. So that's a good thing, and it wasn't lifestyle, but you can change those things too, like eating. Now I can eat. So I eat 3 meals a day and juice in the morning and, do my walking and do some Tai Chi and some yoga to help relax and take it easy. So I'm keeping my same lifestyle, but I've increased more nuts and more apple juice. I just crave crazily, and it has a chemical in it that does help fight cancer.
Do you think there's a way that you can lessen your risk to get cancer?
I think you can lessen it by food. We have processed foods, we have microwaves, we have exhaust, we have lots of things like that, and lessen, go back to stuff that doesn't have hormones, and things that are not manufactured largely. Go to your local fruit stands and your local vegetable stands that are producing the food in your area, rather than going to the store, because you don't know if they've got pesticides, and if they do, you've got to put apple cider vinegar on them and scrub them like before you juice and things like that. So stick with your local guys, because they're not using what the big guys are.
So not just washing the vegetables and fruit, but putting apple cider vinegar on them?
Yes, you soak them for like 10 minutes.
I never heard of that.
Yep, and it gets the pesticides off if you're going to purchase in the store. But even your local ones, you're going to want to wash like that, but it's not being, processed the same way. You're getting it from your local farmer.
So do you have any advice for somebody that wouldn't have a lot of money or insurance? How are they supposed to get cancer treatment?
I first of all, go to your doctor, and if you don't, go to fill out Medicaid for you to get you coverage. And if you don't, there's a lot of places like Moffitt does, they don't even ask you for copays. It's amazing. They don't ask you for money up front, so if you go to them and you feel as though you have symptoms and you can say, I don't have insurance, they can help you get qualified for Medicaid as well as long-term disability. They work directly with Social Security. So, there is help for you if you're having symptoms and you're feeling as though I'm not doing as well, something's going on. There's help out there for you.
What type of advice would you give somebody that had just recently learned that they have cancer?
It's important to get support, from your local church, from your local Buddhist temple, wherever you might get support, your family, and get involved with the American Cancer Society. They are amazing. They have, when you start to lose your eyebrows, they have classes to teach you how to put your wig on, put your makeup on, all for free and all given to you. So, and they have hotlines that you can call, the American Cancer Society, that if you're having difficulty dealing with your cancer that day, the important thing is to surround yourself with laughter and love.
We'd like to thank Chris Buheit for taking time to speak with Support Your Local Boobs today. Cancer kills 8 million people each year, and through Support Your Local Boobs, we would like to bring awareness to this issue and try to bring those numbers down. Please come see us at facebook.com/supportboobs. Thank you very much for watching.